What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing the preview of the game between Sporting Clube de Portugal and Manchester City in the first leg of the last 16 of the Champions League, taking place on Tuesday the 15th of February 2022 with an 8 PM kickoff time. The game's taking place in Lisbon at the Jose Alvalade Stadium. I hope I've said that correctly, in Portugal. The game is live on BT Sport if you're wanting to watch this game in the UK, and anyone that is going, do make sure you have a great time. I'm sure that you will. But before I do crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, want to help to support my channel, then do subscribe, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. 25k subscribers, that's the aim. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries, leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this video. Once more, aiming for 100 likes. That's the like goal. And also don't forget to let me know your thoughts in the comments below, including your score and team prediction for this game. Let's crack on then with this preview. Let's talk about our oppositions first for this game. Sporting CP finished second in Group C in the Champions League. They've knocked out Borussia Dortmund and Besiktas. They've finished second with Ajax topping their group. Sporting finished on 9 points, level with Dortmund. With Sporting having a better head-to-head, they have gone through in this Champions League last 16 first leg clash, which will be taking place in Portugal, with the return leg in a few weeks' time in Manchester to decide whom will go through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Now, Sporting, they're led by Ruben Amorim. He is their manager, currently finding themselves second in the Premier Liga, 6 points behind FC Porto in first place. That's after 22 games. Sporting have scored 43 goals in 22 games in the league, averaging nearly 2 goals per game. They've also conceded 15 times, so averaging a less than a goal a game, which is fantastic for a defensive record. And they have also conceded the least amount of goals out of any team in Portugal. This is suggesting to me that Sporting know how to score, they know how to defend, they know how to win, and they know how to get the job done. This is going to be a very difficult away game for Manchester City, and what's very important, we need to remember that away goals, that rule is gone, so that's no longer important. What is important is getting a good quality result. To me, if we can win here, puts us in a great position. If we can avoid defeat, I fancy that we can get the job done in a few weeks at the Etihad in Manchester. I feel like if Sporting want to go through, they need to win this game in Portugal. They're the home side, they're in front of their own fans, they'll want to make home advantage count. If they don't, I would say it's advantage Manchester City. That's what's riding on this game. It's going to be very important in terms of a result for both teams. It's also going to be very interesting to see how both teams try and suss each other out here, and I've got a feeling that both sides are just going to keep kind of just having a go, then holding back, having a go, then holding back, scared to kind of make use of what's happening in the game. But that happens with all first leg games, and with the away goal rule now being taken out, and it's just taking just that little bit of sharpness, I feel, away from the game. So it'll be interesting to see if teams go for it or whether they'll be cautious. We'll see. I think it'll go one way or the other. Now, in terms of form for Sporting, currently unbeaten in their last 5, but they have only kept 1 clean sheet out of them 5 games. They drew their last game 2-2 at FC Porto away. It was a high-energy, very aggressive game. 5 red cards, 3 of them for Sporting CP. Sporting CP, they needed to win to try and start catching and gaining on FC Porto. It hasn't. It's cost them a lot of energy with all the aggression. However, they do have an advantage over City with having an extra day's rest. They played on Friday night. I wonder if they're going to be as aggressive here at City. Might we see a red card for Sporting? We'll see. Now, in terms of dangers, having a look at their team, Sebastian Coetes, quality centre-back in my opinion, and City need to be finding a way to get around him. Nuno Santos, a good player, plays out wide, could play up top as well. Paulinho, he's their striker, and no, he's not the former Tottenham Hotspur player as well. Just looking at elsewhere around their squad, I'm not all familiar with their team, and I feel like this is one of them games where I'm going to learn a lot more about them when we face them. And there is an opportunity here for any of the Sporting players, maybe not looking to try and make a move, but trying to make a name for themselves. The eyes of the world will be watching them. There's a chance here for some players to make a name for themselves. So City need to be absolutely on it from the whistle going to the whistle going to start the game and the whistle going at the end of the game to end it. City need to be on it for them 90 minutes as well. We need to make sure that we're grinding, we're working hard, we're limiting the space, we're passing well, pass accuracy is high up, there's intensity there, we're getting shots in. When the shots are coming in, they're on target, they're testing the keeper and showing that lethal touch in front of goal. Treat this like a Premier League game. You've got to be clinical in front of goal to win a game. We know what it takes to win a game, so go out there and go and do it. Now, for Manchester City, in terms of our team, we have no Kyle Walker. He's suspended. He's suspended for the next 3 games for City as it stands right now, so he won't be playing in this match or the second leg, and should Manchester City get to the quarter-finals, he's also suspended for the first leg of that as well. Jack Grealish has a little niggle, probably won't be available for this game. If he is, he'll be on the bench rather than starting. Gabriel Jesus, Cole Palmer, I'm not expecting to see them either. The big question for City, though, with that Walker suspension, is who starts at right-back, who starts at left-back? Cancelo and Zinchenko? Or is it going to be Cancelo and Ake? Cancelo and Laporte? Stones and Cancelo? Lots of different options for Manchester City to consider. Now, I'm going to pop up my team prediction now for you guys. I'm going for Ederson in goal, John Stones right-back, Joao Cancelo left-back. We've experimented this against Brentford. Zinchenko could be given a nod. I thought he had a very good game against Norwich at the weekend. Will he be given the nod for this? I'm not sure. I think we'll go with Stones and Cancelo, Diaz and Laporte playing as our centre-backs, and at any one time if City wanting to defend and hold firm, it can go into a back 3 for City with, well, probably Mahrez having to drop a little bit deeper, or Rodri or De Bruyne having to drop a bit deeper to help the team out as well. That isn't a problem. We have all our players like to drop deeper, help the team and win the ball back. We're very good at pressing, we're very good at ball retention. Wouldn't surprise me if City did go for this. And John Stones, to me, looks very comfortable on that right-hand side for City as well. Will we go with it? It's a risk, but I think it's a risk worth taking. Rodri is my holding midfielder. De Bruyne playing further ahead of him, and Bernardo Silva sitting at the top of a 3-man midfield for City. I'm going for Mahrez on the right-hand side, Raheem Sterling fresh from his hat-trick against Norwich on the left-hand side, and I'm going for Phil Foden starting up top. To me, Raheem Sterling scored a hat-trick. He's in hot form. He's got to start in this game, in my opinion, and I feel like every other position in the team is very self-explanatory, other than fullbacks, and I'm sure that's where the divide will be amongst fans about who should start and who shouldn't. In terms of Manchester City getting to this stage in the Champions League, we knocked out RB Leipzig and Club Brugge to top the group in Group A, with PSG finishing second. In terms of City's current form, City have won their last 3 games in all competitions, unbeaten in our last 12 games in all competitions as well. Our last loss came in the Champions League. Coincidentally, it was that away match against RB Leipzig where we made lots of changes because we'd already sealed qualification into the last 16 in first place. And of course, Kyle Walker picked up that stupid red card towards the end of the game. I'm sure everybody's casting their minds back to that now. But in terms of what I think might happen for this game, I think this is going to be a close game. I think this is going to be both teams to score. I think that both teams are going to want to be still in this tie going into the match at the Etihad. My score prediction is 2-1 to Manchester City. I believe the boys can get the job done here in Portugal. I'm going for City to grab a 2-goal lead, and I can see Sporting getting a goal later in the game to keep them interested in the tie and take it back to Manchester. I don't think this game will be done from this time. What City need to be careful of is that we don't lose this game, and if we are to lose this game, keep it as narrow as possible. Ideally, a draw, it's alright. If we can win, that'd be brilliant. keeping it down. I mean, we don't want to lose 2 or 3-0 and be right up against it at the Etihad, and our position in the Champions League being in danger of us being knocked out. We need to avoid that at all costs. So we need to be absolutely on it. The stakes are very, very high in this game. All expectation is with Manchester City. Pressure off Sporting. City need to be careful. Now, lastly, my betting tips for this game. I do think this will be both teams to score, so I'm backing both teams to score and Raheem Sterling to score anytime, fresh from his hat-trick against Norwich City. I think there'll be a red card in this game as well, so I'm backing Sterling to score, both teams to score, and there to be a red card in this game. If I had to pick a team, I'm going to go for Sporting, with City having the majority of the possession. You could be look for an outsider and go for a red card apiece, going off what Sporting did in the last game, and City play over high line, and the referee may be looking to try and level things up and everything. But I think this might be a very aggressive game. They're my betting tip. Remember, if you are going to gamble responsibly, and as I always say, if you're going to bet on any individual players, wait until the teams have been announced so you're not wasting your bet. So there we go. Anyone going to the game in Portugal and travelling out there, have a great time. I'm sure you don't need me to say that for you to have a great time. I'm very jealous, but do make sure you have a brilliant time and bring back a win for City to that second leg in Manchester in a few weeks' time. If you're not going and you're watching this in the UK, then the game is live on BT Sport if you want to go and check that out. I will have a live watch along for this game for you guys to look forward to on Tuesday evening as well. So stay tuned for that. The link will be out. Might already be out. It might be out within the next few hours or so. Stay tuned for that one. But let's go. So there we go. That's been my preview. They've been my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Score and team prediction. Let me know who's starting at right back and left back. Also, don't forget as well to leave a thumbs up if you did enjoy this video. Aiming for 100 likes, so any help towards that would be brill. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. Like I said, 25k subscribers, that's the aim. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. And also don't forget social media links. They're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. And I'll see you all again tomorrow for the live watch along of this huge Champions League clash between Sporting and Manchester City. Champions League football, it's back, it's interesting. Last 16 and knockouts, let's go. First leg, all to do for both sides. Interesting. Let's see what happens. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.